Man, we got to do what we got to do. You know what I mean?
I understand, my friend.
How you been, brother?
Uh, I've fought through a lot of things with my health and everything.
Yeah.
But right now, I finally got some good news. My nephrologist told me my kidneys are doing so well that they're going to take me off of dialysis
That's good.
because I don't need to be on it. That I'm handling it with my medication, and I'm glad for them to finally give me some good news. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, without a
Uh,
doubt, brother. We'll take it all we can get, right?
yes, because for so long it was just like every time I went to the doctor, it was bad news.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting on. I had a wound on my left foot that has had to heal up, and it's just about, I'd say, about 90% healed right now.
Okay.
So once it's healed, I'll be able to go ahead and get some surgery done on these knees,
Right.
and get me back to where I can maybe walk without having to walk on a walker.
There you
Because
go.
right now I'm stuck walking on a walker, and I'd at least like to be able to go back to a walking on a cane or something like that.
Right.
Hopefully be right now it's impossible, but I would love to do that where eventually maybe I could get back into the weight room and maybe get with somebody like you that could actually get me back where I need to be, brother.
There you go.
You know?
Well, obviously, if there's anything I can do to help you, I'd be more than willing and happy to. I have worked with people that have dealt with, I've been doing this for 26 years now. So,
I know.
work with all kinds of different health issues and different things. And I'd love the opportunity to help you when that time comes around. But when did we meet, David? How long ago was it?
Oh my God. I really can't even tell you how long ago it was. It's been so long ago.
It seems like
I'm one of the few people that knew that that had the inside scoop on the Mickey Free.
yeah.
That actually knew Furman Campbell.
There you go. Yeah, we'll leave that old dog out in the holler. But I was thinking the other day after we spoke on Facebook, I think you were if you wasn't at my first match, you were definitely there by my second match.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
You had been in the business 5 or 10 years by then, or?
Oh yeah, I got in the business. I trained when I was 16 years old, and I'm 57 now.
Okay.
And I had my first match at 17.
Yeah.
And that's the reason when a guy like I don't know if you know who he was, but Panhead Nelson, Robbie Nelson's his real name.
Yeah. I knew
he
Pan.
just passed away.
I saw that.
I remember working that kid. He was 14 years old.
Yeah.
And was the size of a monster.
Oh, he was huge.
And but could do anything you asked him to do. I mean, was an exceptional worker. He had some demons and stuff and all, and some stuff that kept him from going as far as he could have because he had the ability.
Right.
He really did have the ability. Yeah. But yeah, I started. I was working even when I was in college, I wasn't supposed to be working.
Yeah.
I was,
right.
They just didn't know that what I'd done sometime when I went home and stuff,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I hated hearing that about Panhead. I met Panhead. It was Bobby Holbrook's ran a show down there in Livonia, Toccoa, somewhere or another. But the place was something called Shims Creek Music Park. And you could stand on the top rope and hold the rafter of the building. So any flying and stuff, you could actually swing from the rafters and do that. That was fun for a 18-year-old kid, you know. But so I've known Panhead for quite a while, and I got some funny Panhead stories, but some of them are gonna have to go with us, you know.
That's true. That's true.
He didn't hold anything back, but I agree with you. He was probably one of the nicest guys you could ever meet, and had the ability to be a real bad dude if he wanted to.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know if you heard or not, but his partner, they did a tribute show for Panhead this past weekend.
And Tommy Sawyer died.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that, man. So my heart's in prayer, without saying, are with their families and everybody impacted by their passing. And I've reflected on them, you know, for the last few days, and my heart just goes out to them. But it broke my heart that I couldn't go to the memorial show for him. Yeah, because of my basic health conditions, I wasn't able to go and everything. Yeah, and then to know that Tommy died right there after the show. Yeah, I was like, oh my God, that's just it's terrible, you know. Yeah, it really is, man. But you know, like I said, just pray for their families and wish them nothing but the best. They were both
you can do, brother.
Really good guys. But I was thinking back, one of the first times I remember you and I meeting, I didn't even have a name yet. I was wearing biker shorts and one of my high school football team's jerseys to the ring. And we was at an outside show in a little small town, Woodruff, South Carolina. And good gracious. Back then, like Fall for Greenville and all that stuff, every little town had one, and I guess still do to this day. And I don't remember the name of their festival, but they brought in a wrestling match, and I wrestled one of the first matches. And I was sitting there outside, away from everybody watching. The next thing I know, the police cars come pulling up with blue lights and sirens going on, and you and your tag team partner got out the back. And man, I for lack of a better word, Ricky Riggle and I both marked out. We thought that was one of the coolest entrances anybody could ever done. And because they had us dressing down at the city hall. Yeah, y'all got a ride. We had to walk it. And then they told me, they said, now you gotta walk up to the ring up there. I said, do what? I said, what you talking about? Gotta walk up to that ring. Yeah. I said, man, it's like some kind of country Billy Bob festival they had. Yeah, it was crazy. And they got us to come in and work the main event. I don't even remember who we wrestled. You know? Do you? No, I don't even remember who we wrestled. You know? I don't remember who y'all wrestled either. I think it might have been Gaylord and somebody, but I can't. It might have been, you know. But I do remember y'all were the heels, and and the good guys. And that's what I told them, you know. And so I looked up, and here come two police cars, and it was 95 degrees out there. If it was anything, it was hot as hell. It was at least, right in the middle of the main street downtown. And me and Ricky was sitting there, and we looked up, and y'all two got out the back of that police car, and I said, man, they must be really, really, really be superstars. That's because I told them I wasn't going to walk up there. They said, well, how are we going to get up there? I said, I don't know. That's your problem. I was still floating on cloud nine just to be able to do it. I would have ran to the ring if they would ask me to. I tell you, man, back then I had such a love for the business. When I first started it, I literally would have done anything anybody asked me to do within reason. And just to be able to be a part of it, you know, it was a lot of fun. But we had talking about one other thing, and I know some people was wondering who got a gun pulled on them. It wasn't too long after that. I probably hadn't been in the business 6 months yet, and we was at the Ware Shoals National Guard Armory. Yes, and he was wrestling a guy named Jim Bobcat Rice. Rest in peace. And the front row was all Bobcat's fans. And, his family members too. Well, it turned out to be, unbeknownst to me, his sister. Oh yes. Y'all got outside the ring and was tussling around on the floor there a little bit. Next thing I know, somebody had something pointed at them. What was that all about? Well, you know, it goes back. We have to back up actually in time to get to that point.
so that you understand. She had threatened me numerous times.
Right.
At different, because she would follow Jimmy around to different shows and everything. And I always told Jimmy, I said, Jimmy, I said, your sister's crazy. I said, man, she's threatened to kill me at least 4 times.
Right.
I said, you need to talk to her, smarten her up or something. No, brother, if I smarten her up, the game won't be as good.
Right.
I'm like, but you ain't the one getting threatened to be killed every time. I said, you need to remember, you are the face. I am the heel. I'm automatically disliked.
And it was his sister. And the thing that is so funny about that is how strong kayfabe was back then.
Yes.
At a show, and no knock on Ware Shoals, South Carolina, but it wasn't at Madison Square Garden. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
It was carried and protected that strong back then that this man that Bobcat had been in the business 30 plus years, right?
Yes.
And wouldn't smarten his sister up.
But so before the show gets started good, I walk out there because I had to go to the bathroom, and on that, and the way you dressed over there, you had to walk around through the gymnasium there and go around to the other side of the building to get to the bathroom.
Right.
And then come way back over there to the dressing room where you dressed at and everything. Well, she saw me go to the bathroom, and she catches me on my way back, and she says, "You look here, let me tell you something." I said, "What's that?" And I wasn't Norton Lewis back then. I was. This was a long time ago, and I was David Golden back then. And she says, "You try to hurt my brother tonight, I am gonna kill you." I said, "Girl, let me tell you something." I said, "I'm getting tired of hearing you run your mouth." I said, "If you're gonna do something, do it. Otherwise, shut up, or I'll come out that ring and slap you."
Right.
She had a pocketbook with her. She reached in her pocketbook and pulled this pistol out and put it back in there. Now, I don't even know if there was a bullet in that thing or not. I don't know if it was loaded. I don't know if it was a toy gun or nothing. It didn't matter. I got to the dressing room and I told Jimmy, I said, "Look here, man, we got to cut out about 6, 8 them spots." And he's like, "What you talking about?" I said, "Man, you trying to get me killed." I said, "Your sister is crazy." And so he's like, "Nah, man, it'll be all right. She just all talk." I'm like, "Okay, you ain't the one getting threatened to get killed." I said, "She got a gun, man." I said, "She got a gun." And so he told me, he said, "Throw me to the floor and come out there and beat on me." Man, you know how hesitant I was to do that. A couple of times he wanted me to throw him out. I wouldn't throw him out.
Right.
I'd grab him, throw him towards the ropes, tell him, "No, whoa, come back here. Let me grab you in this headlock, talk to you for just a minute,
Right.
I said, "Jimmy, I ain't too happy about this, Oh, man, the people are going to be mad if you don't." So I throw him out of the ring. I got out there. We started scuffling around and everything. And my whole time I'm watching her,
Right.
And I'm watching her. And I see her reach at her hand down that pocketbook, go to pull it out. I told him, I said, "Come back. I said, "You got to make a comeback, And so the whole time I ought to be getting over. I'm out there telling him, "Man, whoop on me.
Right. I'll take it.
I can't take it." And she goes and pulling out that gun, And the whole time she pulled it out just enough for me to see it.
Right.
And then she put it back in the pocketbook, And so the match was over with, and we got to the back. He said, "See, I told you everything was all right." I said, "Fool, let me tell you something." I said, "She was out there with that gun the whole match, threatening to kill me." Right. I said, "The only reason she didn't pull that gun all the way out and let everybody see it is because there's a police officer out there. And she knew she'd go to jail." Right. I said, "But she had all intentions of killing me."
She meant that thing.
She meant it. So I nicknamed that match the Snub Nose 38 match.
The Snub Nose 38 match.
I told him, I said, if you have never lived through a Snub Nose 38 match,
that's right,
you have never wrestled in your life.
They didn't understand what it meant to take the heat, did they?
No. I told him, I said, "Man, that woman's crazy."
That's right.
And to this day, I don't think she was ever smartened up.
I don't think so either.
I think she bless the woman's heart, she may be died and gone to her grave,
Hey, look.
But I tell you what, she knew that she was gonna shoot me if she got a chance.
Once I got smart enough to realize that Bobcat was working his family, I told him that is what you call cheap heat.
Yes.
You bring your family with you and sit on the front row, and they not smart to it. They gonna get everybody else around going for him. So he had his own little entourage back then. He
did. And then I'm gonna tell you what now. Me and him rode the roads for years, man.
Yeah.
For years. He liked it. He liked his cold liquor drinks, and
right.
I was just there to help him partake in them. I mean, by all means, I was not going to stop a man,
right,
from partaking in a spiritual drink every now and then.
That's right. Yeah,
I might just have to take one with him. So I was known to take one with him.
There you go. Friends don't let friends drink alone, right?
That's right. So like I say, for years, we rode up and down the road. And the only person that we ever had a problem out of was that sister.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because I beat on him in every town we went to.
That's right.
All the way from Charleston, South Carolina to Memphis, Tennessee, Yeah.
I bet he was fun to travel with. We was a little bit too young to get in on those rides at that time.
Yeah, y'all were a little bit young. Y'all were just breaking in.
Yeah.
And y'all didn't get a chance to get in on some of that activity,
No, not then.
Some of that we're not gonna talk about,
Yeah, we'll leave all that out. We'll leave all that.
We're not gonna talk about. So.
I remember that cartwheel he'd cut when he'd go to.
Oh.
You go for the backdrop. He'd cut that cartwheel and then hit that drop kick.
Then hit you with a drop kick.
Oh, Bobcat Rice.
Yep. I mean, I tell you though, he was a good guy to travel with. He was friendly. He'd give you the shirt off his back.
Oh, without doubt. Yeah.
And a really good guy. I mean, really was. I remember the day I got the phone call that he had a heart attack and passed away. And a lot of people think us as big wrestlers and everything that nothing bothers us and stuff like that. But the day that happened, man, I had a few tears I had to shed.
No, without a doubt.
Because he was that close to me and everything.
Yeah.
He called me up. Dave, I need your help, brother. What you need, man? Well, I got a show going on down here, and they ain't got no talent and everything. They need a good heel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, man, how much? Let's negotiate this.
There you go. There you go. Where's the at?
Yeah. We're at and how much? So.
Right.
And he just. I would, he knew he could always depend on me if he called me, and because some of the shows I worked with him, I probably wouldn't have done it for anybody else,
Right. Right.
But I don't know if I would have done it for what's the guy's name that originally started training y'all down there? I used to give him so much grief.
Jerry Hall.
Yeah, I used to give Jerry so much grief,
Oh, man, I'll never not love Jerry Hall. Jerry Hall was my boy. I love Jerry Hall. And Bobcat was instrumental.
What you talking about?
Jerry Hall?
Talking about Jerry Hall?
Jerry Hall, and take the punch. Don't. Come on here, don't.
Come here, Dump.
We'll do a double two-play. We'll do a double two-play. He wanted me and Ricky to double suplex him all the time. Ricky's 2 foot taller than I am, so you can imagine set up with, Jerry wasn't going to give you a whole lot to get him up
and
there.
Jerry's 2 foot shorter than you.
I know, but he enjoyed that ride. There was something about that he loved to take. He was something else, man.
He was.
On Sundays, and we would train and drink and then drink and then drink and then we drank a little bit more. But
and train a little bit here and there,
We trained pretty hard. The Bobcat showed up, and then it was all like, listen, it was on from there. But I'm not complaining.
Well, I've often thought about this and wondered, because I couldn't remember exactly where in the timeline you showed up and had your match that I remembered, you know.
Yeah.
I remember the Woodruff match. I do remember that match, but I didn't know for sure if you were there at the Wire Shoals Armory at that Snub Nose 38 match. I didn't know if you were there that night on the card that night or not, you know. But
I think that was around my second or third match. That was shortly after the Woodruff thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was something else, I can tell you.
Without a
It was
doubt.
definitely something else. So.
Without a doubt.
A lot of fun back in those days, brother.
Huh?
A lot of fun back in those days.
Oh man, we had some fun for quite a long time. It was a good ride. You know, I've said before that wrestling and I had a bad breakup, and I'm not one of those guys that wants to talk about the state of today's business and exchange my views on how it was when we did it compared to how it is today and all that stuff. I just kind of want to get together with some buddies and talk about the good times, and you know.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
There's nothing we can do to change anything that's happening in the wrestling world or the rest of the world today. No way. So I'm not one of those that want to sit around and gripe about it and fuss about it and complain about it. I just, you know, I'm getting on up there a little bit too. And some things don't come back to me until things, you know, we got to talking in that Snub Nose 38 match come back to me. I've been laughing about that for 3 weeks now. Just I'll be riding down the road by myself and just get giggling. You know, and that triggers other things.
I can look back at it now and laugh about it.
You know,
it wasn't too funny when I was in the middle of it. You know,
it wasn't funny at all then, was it?
With no humor involved in it at all.
It don't matter how big of a man you are, how good of a worker are you. There ain't much you can do but sell a gunshot, right?
That's right. You know, I mean, anytime she pull that thing out and I take a bump. You know.
Hey, heck yeah.
I'll take a bump. Look out. Hey, Bobcat, I'm finna take a bump, you know.
That's awesome, man. Well, listen, bro, it was great talking to you. I hope you're nothing but
great talking to you, my friend.
Man, pray for you daily, and let me know if there's anything I can do to help you, bro.
I appreciate you. God bless you, my friend.
God bless you, man. Love you, bro.
Love you too.
Now if I can figure out how to stop this.